What's going on? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with your homies AJ and ChrisyLite. And today, it's a brand new day. How you feeling today, Brody?
Feeling like Miles right now, man.
What?
I'm about to hit up New York. They gonna cast me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to see me in the next movie. I'm gonna save the day next time.
I did see ChrisyLite in the crowd. I did see at the end of the movie. I did see that. It looked just like Chris. Young Bash got a cameo. It's like that.
Yeah. But I'm doing good, G. Really hyped to talk about this one.
Yeah.
It's Spidey. And summer blockbusters. So glad to be on the pod. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. Been itching to talk about this thing just because it's like we were talking a little bit before the pod. It's a long time coming. It's 2026. No Way Home came out end of 2021, so basically 2022. So
that don't feel real.
It don't feel like it was that long ago, but time be flying, bro, in the movie and in real life, So I saw the movie yesterday as of recording this, and Chris saw it like a little bit. Did you see it same day as release or Saturday? Okay, you saw it Saturday. So it's a little bit fresh in my mind. Chris got notes, so I'm excited to see what he got on the list for today. But I kind of just wanted to start off with this, bro. Is Tom Holland the best Spider-Man ever, bro? Just start off. I just need to know. I need to know because this movie was special, bro. So how are you feeling about just Tom Holland Spider-Man, Peter Parker, as of 2026?
I'm gonna have to rewatch all the Spider-Mans, bro.
Oh, it's up for debate. It's still up for debate.
I think it's up for debate, and I think Tom Holland's gonna end up being the best Spider-Man. I just feel like, especially in this movie, it's a more mature movie. It definitely feels different from the home trilogies. So it just feels like, dang, officially you're a 4-time Spider-Man champion, the longest running Spider-Man, and it's gonna be hard to break this. Yeah, yeah, he's in all Avengers, Infinity War. Like, it's gonna be hard to break this. And after this movie, let me get this off my chest.
Okay.
I saw the trailer and I was not excited for this movie. I was not hyped for it.
Okay.
I was just like, I'm gonna go see it because it's Spider-Man. I need to see it. Doomsday's around the corner. But when I mean my hype level was like Doomsday, Spider-Man. So after seeing this one, it's up for debate, and I'm leaning Tom. Leaning Tom, and I'm happy about that. So
okay.
How you feel?
I don't need no rewatch, bro. Best Spidey ever, bro. Like, best Peter Parker ever.
Oh,
best
I thought you was going with your boy Andrew.
Nah. Andrew, he got the tick tick boom. That's his like my favorite thing he ever did. But I'll get into a little bit more about why later on. But I just wanted to set the mood, not even the mood. What am I saying? Set the lay the groundwork. Just see where we stand after watching the movie. So it's still up in the air for you. I'm going like this is the best Peter Parker, and I'm gonna just start off by saying this is the most Peter Parker we done got from Tom in like maybe ever from a Spider-Man. Just because we finally got out of the constant loop of seeing him become Spider-Man while he's in school. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, it's more mature, and it's more like he actually living life a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Becoming more of a little, workaholic, if you want.
One might say living life,
he trying. Like,
yeah, he was diving deep in his work.
Yeah. So I think this is an angle that we have not seen from Spider-Man in a way that is like with all the baggage that comes with everything that happened in No Way Home and um, every Marvel movie he's been in since then, it's just like to do a quick reset in the way that they did in this movie. I felt like they handled it with grace, and like you said, like from the trailer, I didn't really know what to kind of expect. I thought it was gonna be more gimmicky stuff. You know what I'm
Trash.
saying? Like just putting the Hulk in the movie, we are seeing that doesn't work with Captain America: Brave New World. So I wasn't really geeked about that. And then um just the nature of it just being something new, that's kind of where I was like, okay, this is where I'm more intrigued by. And yeah, I'm just ready to crown it. I know it's early, bruh. I know it's early. I haven't rewatched it movie yet, but I just felt something different after leaving the theater with this one because it was more so like this is how the games make me feel. When I play the Spider-Man games, I feel like I'm Spidey. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can feel because it's not even so much just all the action scenes, but like you get to as you go throughout the story, you get to see Peter and all frameworks of life. And now that we have this back catalog of content they can pull from, these, talk no jutsu cutscenes are way more impactful and they don't require as much to me to, hone in the point for stuff that might happen later. So that's my initial rant on how I'm feeling after seeing Brand New Day. Chris, where do you want to kind of start with this whole
I
thing,
want to
bro?
start with one thing that you touched on, the feeling of the video games. It was really
Mm,
brought through at the very beginning of this movie.
yeah.
Turning to like New York, Spider-Man saving the day, being around New
Hmm.
York City was like just a joy to watch. And the way they shot him swinging through the city, like I said, we done played the games.
Yeah.
It just felt really good to see it on screen because there is like a Marvel formula where it feels like, okay, we're watching the movie Spider-Man, but there are some
Hmm.
takes and scenes I was like, oh, this is like the movie version of the game. Like
Yeah.
we seeing what it's like through the goggles and everything, and they're
Hmm.
taking little bits of moments, like looking through his goggles, swinging left and right.
All the different
Uh,
gadgets.
yes, which was
Yeah.
it was just a blast to see and watch because it really felt like we were in there with Spidey this time around,
Hmm.
compared to the home trilogy. So just getting back to like New York Spider-Man was really cool,
Yeah.
and it did they did try to step it up towards the end of the movie, but it did feel really like I'm in New York.
Felt
No one
intentional.
knows me. Yeah, and
Hmm.
and the little stalking, like, yeah, what they doing? 4 years
Hmm.
past. How how has 4 years in New York being Spider-Man been treating you?
Hmm.
Uh, it just felt very real, Spidey, and I don't know. I feel like that's exactly the thing they needed, going into like a fourth movie. Because when you think four movies,
Yeah.
like some burnout can come through, and that's where it really got me early, like,
Hmm.
that trailer, they held back so much, but to see how just more realistic and mature this one was from the
Yeah.
get-go, I was like, "Okay, this does feel fresh, this does feel new," like,
Mm.
we in a brand new day, man.
Yeah. Nah, so what did it for me, like you said, initially, was the opening because like you're saying, like we're getting this montage of just different Spidey moments and getting to see him go from, moving out on his own, getting his own setup, and just seeing everything progress over time. But what got me when I knew that Tom Holland was serious about this movie is when I heard that accent. That New York accent was going crazy in this joint. And I was trying to pick out if it was happening mainly when he was talking to the detective, like if that was his Spidey voice, or if it was like carrying through when he was having other conversations too. But I definitely heard that joint. I was like, oh, he been practicing. He been practicing. So um definitely I love the opening for this movie, and I feel like it set up the movie in a way that it kind of, not only set the tone, but just set the atmosphere of like the kind of mental space that Spidey is, because we left on a somber note in No Way Home, with everybody forgetting who Peter Parker was, and it was like just big questions about, you know, how they would go about this going forward. So my question to you is like, um, what did you kind of expect versus like what you saw in the movie, as far as like the direction that they took the character in reference to, like, you know, what we've seen already?
I loved it. I thought taking them out of the movie, in the home trilogy, they're just such an integral part of Team Spidey,
You're
and
talking
taking
about MJ and Ned, right?
yeah, MJ and Ned, like,
hmm
taking them out and bringing more Spider-Man to the story was, like, just masterpiece.
hmm
And when they slowly plopped them back in, they kinda served their role as the side character of, like, pushing the narrative of Spider-Man's feeling of, emotion, of loss, of grief, of
Loneliness.
yeah, loneliness, trying to do things on your own, not
hmm
having someone there with you to help you through these tough times, and, just that feeling of I have to do it all on my own.
Yeah.
And to take those 2 main characters out to let Spider like, us see Spider-Man, experience Spider-Man go through this, it even
hmm
shows, like, a little feeling of him changing because he physically is changing also in the movie.
Yeah.
It was just, like, beautiful. And then, not to spoil anything, but as the movie goes on
Give him a couple more minutes, then we get into
yeah,
it.
as
Just in
as the
case.
movie goes on,
Yeah.
they just kinda maintain that status of Spider-Man dealing with that situation that happened at the end of No Way Home.
hmm
And it wasn't like, "Oh, yeah, everyone forgot, and then we're just gonna quickly try to get the crew back together, get Team Spidey back together." It was like, "No, Spider-Man has to figure this out." And it just became a much more emotional movie from that standpoint from the beginning,
hmm
and I guess that's where the realness comes from because, as we go further along with the villain, that's where we done spent all this time watching this man suffer for 4 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going through these emotions and trying to figure everything out, and then it's like, "Alright, villain time, let's do villain things. Let's do some
hmm
real messed up stuff that that this man he's fragile. You can't be messing around like this." So,
Yeah.
I just really appreciate, the direction they went with this movie to, keep the Team Spidey out of it and,
hmm
allow Spider-Man to grow, turn to a man, uh, in New York through this movie, so
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think for me, the biggest thing that stuck out to me, as far as like what they decided to do with the character, was like you said, you know, have him basically an arm's length away of his past, but in it coming in the form of him just, you know, literally like watching his friends like go through life on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like there was even like a moment
stalker
where it was like, you know, MJ Zendaya's character was like asking Ned, because Ned's doing like the whole like follow me on my journey as we go to like MIT and da 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 da. And he's like, is anybody actually listening? Do you think anybody's actually listening or whatever? So like that's real, because like in adulthood, a lot of times, like, you know what I'm saying, like especially like when you're talking about like high school, like friends, stuff like that, like you just grow apart, not
mhm,
for like any specific reason, like anything specifically bad happening, but it's just like a natural process of getting older, and you have to actually make that effort to, you know what I'm saying, keep those relationships close. So it's like with them, you know, at times being so close to Peter, but he can't do anything because of his own, you know, stuff that he put on amongst himself as far as like trying to keep them safe. It's just like, dang, that might be hitting different
mhm,
when you see them in real life now, because it's like, just like Peter, we know all the stuff that they've been through together, and even throughout that time, even though he's been erased from their memories, that's still part of their core story as well. So they have those memories too. He's just not a part of them. So it's like they can connect on certain things, but it's just like they can't. is just that last little piece is gone, and it just that joint hit different, bro. That joint hit different. Now this is the next thing I wanted to talk about was not necessarily a specific plot point to this movie, but one of the reasons why I feel like Tom is the best ever now. And that was that this movie didn't require technically a love interest. Like that has been a big part of every Spider-Man movie in all the time. You know what I'm saying? As far as like Peter's relationship to MJ, right? And they flipped the love interest in this movie on his head in a way that I was just like, it surprised me, but I was like, when they did it, I was like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Why they would do things this way, because for me, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man didn't really connect. Like I didn't really I was like, oh, he's the best Spider-Man. Like I was always like with the casting wise, like he's like got the most like, I guess, boyish charm out of the rest of the Spider-Man. But I was like, the fatigue of seeing Spider-Man just grow up and do the whole thing over and over again, it got to me. And his role gallery wasn't like hitting like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that we were able to hold on to was the love interest aspect of it, Peter and MJ. And then on top of that, the parasocial aspect of them being married in real life is just like icing on the cake, right? So this movie, it's like that connection is severed, but you can see Tom just like, or I keep saying Tom, but you can see Peter like really like in the moments where they are together, like having like small glimpses of like, oh, we got that old thing back, but just as quick, it's gone, and it's crushing, and it's just like, bro, I ain't never seen like a Spider-Man movie where it's like this subtle when it comes to relationships and not relying on that to be the big crux of the movie. So did you feel like the love interest aspect of the movie was just like how I felt, as far as like it being like subtle but like just a unique way to put their spin on it, or do you feel like they need a little bit more give in that in the aspect of like what we know Spidey to be, or is it just not even necessary at all?
I mean, I thought it was a main emotional tie to Peter's psyche, like of it all. Like he wants to keep them safe, but he's just in love with MJ.
Yeah,
like it's, and even when like a root problem in the movie was Peter promising MJ that he'd tell her, and he doesn't. Like, and we knew that in No Way Home. So it's just kind of like another thing of just Peter growing up, Peter thinking he can do it all, Peter always putting everything on his own shoulders. And
but they're not going on dates, they not like walking in the park, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, in the Home trilogy, they're kind of this awkward like coupley moments, you know what I mean? So they still, I do see what you're saying, like they do still have that kind of
may need a second movie where they like really get together, but I get what you're saying.
But it's like MJ's character is kind of awkward anyway. So in this one, it's like toned down to the point where even when they have those little looks, it's not like in your face. It's just kind of like, oh, is there something more behind those eyes? Like, does she remember just like a little bit? But they kind of break it apart pretty quickly. Like, no, like
that's what I liked about it. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, we can still build to that moment again, because I feel like we've been there, done that, so we've seen it already.
Tom's side, so it's like us coming to the realization, and you put it greatly. Like we know also but
Mm-hmm.
Tom is literally in a world where nobody knows. So it's
Yeah.
like he's
Tough
had all
spot.
these emotions, had this little note. I got to tell you everything. I promise to tell you everything.
Mm.
Um, and he's been holding it back. So in the movie, it just hits really hard because it's like all rushing because he really, really wants this thing, but
Yeah.
it's gone. Like
Yeah.
it's already gone, and then only for it to come back on top of him of like you were never planning to tell. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just all those emotions that we're feeling with Peter the whole time of dang man, that's your boo thing. Now she kissing up on somebody else. Nah, we can't go that way. You gotta go give her that letter. Like
But for
it's like they're
Spidey
just
to a
we're along the
Jedi.
yeah, we're just with Peter the whole time, like on
Yeah.
Team Peter's side, where it's like, nah, you gotta keep him safe. But then it's
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, you can't let MJ go. So it's just I kind of feel like
Mm-hmm.
we're just along the
But
ride with Peter.
it's to me it's just as much Ned than it is MJ. Obviously, MJ and him got a different kind of connection. But my point is like mainly like they could have went overboard with it in those moments and they didn't. They chose not to because it's like in that moment it might not have been like a full on lovey dovey scene where it's like instant reaction. Um, which I'm not. I don't want to say too much about the whole thing, but like they could have went in a route where it's like she just crashes out on him as well, and it have that reaction. But I feel like because they're older, it makes sense that she will react that way as she
Yeah.
did. And it was just like, dang, it's just like like it's not there. I hear you, but it's not there. You
And I
know.
kind of feel like they did a good. This is like good writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they are more mature. They clearly show us a more mature movie, and then when the reveal comes along, they also hint beforehand.
Yeah.
MJ already having the feeling like, um, Ned's always wondered like why us all the time, and
Yeah.
like this feeling of
Spidey board.
something more. Like
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be doing this job. I feel like I'm always meant to do something more, and it's like not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily straight to like Spider-Man, but just a feeling like deep inside, like
Mm-hmm.
like my real person's out there, just something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for MJ, it's just feeling like no, there was something more to this. And once Spider-Man and she reads the note, she realizes like I don't have those memories.
Yeah.
Like all that happened, it makes sense now, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not me. Like in a way, like it's just not me. And we just I don't know how to say it, just like
In a
that
different world.
emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a different world, but
Yeah.
they were building to it the whole time, and that's what makes like writing amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why I was just like that really stuck out to me because easy thing would have been for them to just allow MJ and Peter just to get right back together like nothing ever happened. But I'm glad that they didn't. They chose not to do that and kind of make the focus on just the relationship as being like just knowing each other again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's really all you could really hope for in a scenario like
Well,
that.
that's what
But
Peter was hoping for, but he was afraid to do it.
yeah,
He don't want to hurt his friends again. He don't want to lose
exactly,
someone again.
exactly. And that was another thing too. Were you surprised that they didn't mention Tony Stark at all in this movie?
No, no.
Really? Or how big of a person he was to him early on? I know it's been 4 or 5 years at this point,
Yeah, I just feel like it's been
and
a while. Like,
but he also kind of replaced him with May because first he was grieving over Tony, now he grieving over May.
yeah.
It's just like okay, like I was just like no picture, no nothing. He was just locked in, you know. He
I
was
mean,
locked in. He still got
they
the
could,
tech,
but
but it's like you know what I'm saying.
yeah, because I feel like that was also a part of Far From Home when Tony originally passes, like
Mm-hmm.
him feeling like he had to live up to being the next Iron Man when he's not.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I kind of feel like he's grown past that, where
Mm-hmm.
he's Spider Man, and in this movie they make a great point of who are you? Are you Spider Man or Peter Parker? Like it's
I'm
just a
both.
lot of introspective. Yeah, Spider Man. Who is Spider Man?
Yeah.
and Peter trying to find himself in a world where no one knows who he is. He doesn't have his friends behind. He doesn't have Aunt May. It just feels very Spider-Man-ish.
Yeah. I get it. You want to get into some of your notes? I've kind of been hogging the questions.
Yeah.
So what you got for us?
Luckily, we have one person on this pod that has seen The Punisher, and that is not me. So,
the show?
Yeah.
There's something new though that I didn't know about.
Oh.
Like they was talking about something when he saved him. I'm like, what is he talking about in the movie? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I was gonna serve it up for G to just knock it out the park.
Bro, I don't know what they talk about.
Okay, I was gonna say, this is probably the first time I've watched something where I had plenty of time to catch up on the lore, the lore deep dives. Almost as if I just watched A Brand New Day as my first Spider-Man movie. I had never seen any of the Homecoming trilogy. So how did you feel about the Punisher's role? Him being like a side character mainly to Peter. And especially coming off of I believe it was Netflix series from a long time ago.
So that's separate. This was a Disney Plus thing. So the Punisher One Last Kill is the reference to whatever Spider-Man did.
Oh.
And the Punisher TV series, that was the Netflix one. That's what I saw. But I didn't somehow this just flew over my head about this one because this came out in May, which is probably came out around the same time as Daredevil, if not before.
So I gotta watch that too. Then. I gotta watch the whole series.
Daredevil came out in March, so March, April, May. So it came out after Daredevil, and I just finished Daredevil.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch this now, but I wish I would have knew what would have happened. They don't really go too much into it in the movie about like what happened in that scenario. But I was just like, yo, I'm missing something. Like, how did this just go past everything? But as far as like his role in the movie, I loved it. I think the Punisher as a character, Frank Castle, as like almost like a buddy cop to Spider-Man, is almost a match made in heaven because they're polar opposites, but they're facing the same dilemma, and that's loneliness. Where Frank Castle is at what the journey looks like at the end of the road. Not saying he's about to die anytime soon, but just like, once you just go down that dark path and there's nobody left, that's what you get then. And you're just trying to make up for what you can, but your penance is your penance. Versus like Tom, who's still like, I keep saying Tom, because he is Peter Parker, bro. Versus like Peter Parker, Spider-Man, who is just like at this crossroads where he can keep going down the road that he's going, or he can, step off to the side and do what he has to do to get himself back right. And I like the pep talks that he gave Peter, but the best part was just the banter back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
But it felt like Punisher. It felt like
he's just a rage monster, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And John Bernthal is just good at doing that. So like the casting of the Punisher was already great. So when I found out he was gonna be in the movie, I was like, oh, bet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what their connection gonna be, but like they basically said it, and he saved them at some point. So I was just like, okay, bet. Say no more. Now I'm just here to enjoy the show.
And to get a little bit more into the story, Brand New Day sort of starts off with Scorpion, a few Spidey villains, Spider-Man cleaning up the city, and we have, after all these events, a new department called what were they called? Control?
Damage control. Damage
control. I'm like,
yeah.
Quality control. I'm like, wait a minute.
QC on them. That's funny.
Damage control.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much how do I put it? The Team Spidey kind of goes with damage control, and we can work together. We can stop all the bad stuff
Hmm.
that's been happening, and turn those bad products into good products that can benefit people.
Basically, if
And
you
this,
played the games, it's basically the people that Spidey fights all the time in the games who act like they're the
oh, really?
cops. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They had all the same kind of weapons. It's the same
Oh,
kind
okay.
of storyline.
And very early, you can kind of see where this could lead. Like, oh,
Hmm.
okay, we clean up the mess, and we
Yeah,
transform these villains
weapons.
weapons and what they can do into friendly weapons.
Yeah.
But as the movie went along, how did you feel like they damage control did? Because it's kind of tough. It's like, did you like damage control in the movie? Do you like them as a bad guy? Do you like them as an
Hmm.
entity? Do you think they're gonna do more with them? Just overall, I wanted to pick your brain on just damage control, if it was the right decision, I guess.
Yeah. So I think it was a good addition to the movie. Um, as far as like I was saying before, in the games, there's always some type of faction that is like either government run or privately run, where they basically are doing what they did in this joint, taking the villains, capturing the villains, but then somehow taking their powers and transferring it to their hands, and then throughout the game, they just get progressively harder to fight against. So in that aspect, I was cool with it. I didn't necessarily think that there was gonna be bad guys until Yang started really lying. Um, and then I was like, okay, so that because really it wasn't so much that I didn't think it was possible. It was more so like, is it gonna happen in this movie? You know what I'm saying? Because it could have easily have transferred into whatever Spider-Man 5 is going to end up. So as far as their role in that joint, it mainly just Tremel Tillman's character William Metzger as like the lead honcho. Um, I
Severance
was
for
just
y'all who've
more
seen Severance. 10 out of 10.
yeah. That's I was like I seen this guy face before, but I ain't never see Severance, so I was like, dang. I was watching Succession instead.
Yeah, he plays this role really good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So I was just more so like, okay, I wonder how things are going to play out because everything's all cool now. I didn't really, look at them as like kind of like deterrents to, you know, Frank or Peter. Really, it was just like part of, you know, the scenario. You know what I'm saying? It was more so for me the biggest questions I had, or not even questions, but like the biggest problem I have right now with Marvel or in the MCU is New York in general because so much stuff happens there, but it doesn't all connect in the right way. And for there to be no mention of Fisk as mayor or like anything that happened in the Thunderbolts, really outside of seeing Yelena pop up in the movie as Black Widow, it was just like, okay, there's still more pieces to the puzzle that they're gonna have to weave in here somehow. Because I like the fact that we're able to bring Punisher in seamlessly, but there's a lot of stuff that just goes on in New York that it's just like if you've seen Daredevil, it's like there's
Well,
no way that they can just not mention this at all, and Peter just be
I mean,
going for it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's like TV universe and then movie universe. Because they combine them for certain things, but other things it's like it feels like almost like they're two completely different things. So that's what I would
um,
say. Long winded, but
yeah, the only thing I would say is, I mean, they could do that, but I think, especially now in this movie, we did get like the new Avengers,
yeah.
and we have the teaser for after that,
Mm-hmm.
and then leading into Brand New Day. It's just like I kind of feel like they had to pick and choose what they wanted to mention that was more important to like to get us on to the tracks of the main storyline that they're going for.
Yeah, like the juice might not have been worth the squeeze. Honestly, it's just like when I think, I'm sorry to cut you off, but when I think about what happened in Daredevil and Fisk being mayor and Kingpin being one of Spidey's biggest villains, for them to not be connected at all just feels weird to me. You know, so if there's an explanation for that at some point, maybe it happens in Doomsday. I don't know, but like that'd be nice because this is the same Punisher that's in the show, so it's not like not a different New York. You get what I'm saying? It's just Hell's Kitchen, Queens.
Yeah.
So
and I think I kind of can already see this complaint with the movie that there's a lot of characters, and I kind of feel like if they did do that, it does become just like too much.
It's a little muddy.
Way too much. Yeah, where it's still a lot of characters in this movie. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of feel like Brand New Day, it has two separate movies. Us being with Spidey in New York and him figuring out his stuff, him figuring out
his
we haven't talked about his mutation and his
maturing.
Yeah, maturing his
molting.
Arachnid form or whatever.
Man spider.
Yeah. And then going on to the real villain's arc.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of feel like both of those combined is more on track of real Marvel timeline stuff.
Yeah.
And adding, like, trying to connect all their other threads. They have realized that it's time for us to get like going.
Yeah.
And
my hope,
we'll have more time to connect these.
My hope is that all of the stuff in Daredevil will happen before Spider-Man. That's my hope. Like, but if it's happening in between, because there was a 5-year time split, for there not to be no mention of a new mayor or a new scenario type of thing, it's just like, dang, that'd have been nice. Just like if it don't even have to be a major character. It's just a part of the montage. You know what I'm saying? Like something. But
yeah,
can't have everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I don't know if I answered your question, but
oh
no.
That one was the damage control one. Like if you like them, so
okay,
you like them, but you kind of wish more.
Yeah, if there was a bigger entity, or like not even a bigger entity, but if there was like, I feel like all the powers of New York just they didn't tap into all of that they could. There's still room left on the plate. And
I will say now, you know, we've gone enough for Brand New Day. It's time to get to the point in the movie where it's big time spoilers.
And, spoilers.
And the whole time when damage control is cleaning up the city with Spidey, Spidey is slowly mutating, evolving. His arachnid levels are spiking. He's his hormones are going crazy.
Frontal lobe, the developing.
There is a villain going around possessing people left and right, causing them to do all this. They don't remember what's going on.
Villain?
They can't possess Spidey. And those are questions that would need to be answered. Why? But he's just the GOAT, so he can't be possessed.
Yeah. Too sensitive.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But we find out that the villain is after something damage control has been keeping behind the scenes, conveniently, where Peter just walks in to talk to him in the front of the office. But it's a movie.
Yeah.
And it gets revealed that the entity possessing everyone is actually Jean Grey.
Oh my gosh. What? Sadie Sink.
So pretty much we get in Spider-Man our first X-Men on screen going crazy. And they for some reason they refuse to use the word mutant. Where I just kind of felt like in this one they had plenty of opportunity to.
Yeah.
But to have one of the most powerful mutants on the big screen, how'd you feel, G?
I was blown back, bro. because I was waiting to see who Sadie Sink was going to be in the movie, because I knew she was going to be in the movie.
No?
Yeah, I knew she was going to be in the movie.
Oh, but you didn't know,
I didn't
like,
know she was going to be Jean Grey. No, I didn't know she was going to be Jean Grey. I thought it was going to be like, okay, maybe separate MJ. You know what I'm saying?
MJ.
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey,
Tom is getting
but
in
you
trouble.
know, but you know, Tom got his own preferences. You know what I'm saying? Or not even Tom. Peter got his own preferences that he has a track record of who he like and who he don't. And he proved it again in this movie when old girl on the floor was like, yo, we stay on the same floor. You know?
Yeah.
She threw the lie out. He said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I got my pizza. I got my doom scrolling. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't know where she was gonna pop up in the movie, but I when it got revealed, like her face, I was like, oh, that's Jean Grey. Like even before, like when she was body hopping, because like I didn't never think about Jean Grey body hopping at all. You know, all I ever think about is her being the Phoenix and her throwing stuff at people. You know what I'm saying? Not so much like obviously she got mind powers, but in the other movies it's like she can't really control it that well. You know,
she's still learning to be a telepath and learning from the goats, and everyone knowing that she's one of the strongest. Always trying to manipulate her into, joining the right team.
Yeah, so it's always been more of a telekinesis type thing first, but they flipped it on its head this time. So yeah, I was excited when she popped up, but then I was like, okay, where are we going? Where's Professor X? Where is all these people that I need to see? You know, and what the heck is VMAX? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was killing me, especially with the whole Pokemon game going on.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, hold on, VMAX.
Right. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So, I think she did great though. Like playing the role, and just like I feel like the angst of a Jean Grey was just built for Max, bro. It's like the perfect transition from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
From fighting Vecna to becoming Vecna. It was
right.
Crazy.
You know? So in short, I thought it was great. I think, just her backstory had me thinking that, somehow her sister was going to end up being the one that can't touch nobody. Rogue, yeah, because of the colorway of the scrunchie or whatever. But I just think that, like, because at that point, honestly, I thought the movie could have ended twice. So like when they first initially caught her, then that was when we got the whole flip of, the damage control being the actual bad guys. So for me, the whole aspect of, Jean Grey, Peter Parker, and the Hulk, and the Punisher and stuff like that, it was just like, match made in heaven almost. But when I would rewatch it though, I don't know how big of a factor that would actually play into, the mystery kind of being gone. But I still think the movie is bigger than the bad guy. If that makes sense. That's kind of how my take was, because that's a leads into a bigger take about the movie, and reason why I say that this one might be best ever Spidey movie, live action anyway. Just because, the big bad is Jean Grey. It's not a Spidey villain. Like, it's not like there's defeats in this joint. It's not all three Spider-Man coming together. So it might not be as important or integral or as big of a canon event, but the movie itself and the character development is worth the watch for me. So that's what I would say. What
Yeah,
about you?
10 out of 10. Creative villain, creative way to use a villain, creative way to introduce
Character.
X-Men to the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and even it's just like a nice little slow feed into a big time movie where
Because where is she
you're not
going?
yeah. And she's younger, so it's kind of like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
she goes off later. Like it's that works perfectly for any timelines that they have for any type of X-Men movies. So
Yep.
it's just a lot of thinking and just mapping of characters and character arcs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just really cool to see them start off a character that's going to be a major player in the future movies that this way. And
Yeah.
it just adds to another like Tom Holland
Goat moment.
Spider-Man's being like some of the best, because another situation where Aunt May had some deep conversations, and I was like, dang, this is some good stuff.
Yeah.
This is some heartfelt stuff. So no, I really
Who
love the
needs Uncle
introduction.
Ben? Let me stop.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Um yeah, so where do we go from here?
Um I my favorite stuff.
Okay.
Just the theories.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So how does any of this lead into Doomsday? Because
Man, I still ain't watched the trailer, so I don't even know. I'm
oh
keeping the buck. I don't even know.
no!
I'm behind, bro. Like, part of me
Oh
doesn't want to watch the
man!
trailer, but the other part of me is
Dang.
just like, I've seen little bits and pieces of it. But I was supposed to watch it and I still ain't watch it yet. I don't know, bro. What are your theories?
I was worried that they would keep Spidey out of
Okay.
Doomsday.
Mm.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Hold on, one question before you say that. Is that because of a story aspect of it, or is because of the whole Tom Holland doesn't want to play a boy anymore?
Uh, just the story,
Okay. Yeah.
But I feel like they just can't. I just feel
Yeah.
like Tom
Y'all
Holland
losing
is
money.
one of those marquee,
Yeah.
and with the new Avengers and everything, I just don't think they have enough star power that they could just go
Without
with
him.
without him. So, but originally I was thinking, after as this movie was concluding, dang, they might actually leave Spidey out, and when these credit scene roll, it's gonna
Yeah.
say Spider-Man will return. Uh, like, did they say Spider-Man will return?
Yeah. But then
Yeah,
it went to like a black screen, and then you had to wait till the end of the movie to see the little map thing.
and it not say in Doomsday, because
Mm-hmm.
they did say last time will return in Doomsday, in a
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I
So
don't remember, but yeah.
I was like, dang, are we really gonna like attempt this? But it just feels like Spider-Man has to be in this.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the trailer, so I don't want to spoil anything. Um
Just do it, bro. Just say what you guys say. I'm
no, no,
curious
no, no, because I don't
because I
have
feel
to.
like the trailer is like it's a trailer, bro. I'm going
I
to
will
see
say,
it.
after this trailer, I trust them 100% that they're just leaving out the goodies.
Yeah, like I'm only gonna watch one trailer, and then that's it. So
It's a good reaction video though, so I'm
okay,
gonna root for you. But
all right.
at the end of this movie, we do have one post credit scene,
Mm-hmm.
and it does show Spidey on Earth and then Spidey in space.
Yeah.
So it can be just straight up boom incursion, and there's another Spidey.
Mm-hmm.
But it just made me wonder, when that happens, are we post Doomsday, or are we um
Mm.
is it during Doomsday? So it just made me, you know,
It made me think about like how is it that far out of range? Like how is it that powerful to be able to pick up another Spider-Man out there? Because to me, it could have been as
hey
just as
Ned.
easily. No, I'm just saying it could have easily have just been him get teleported there
Yes,
more
yeah.
so than it being a whole nother Spidey. Like I doubt it's gonna be a whole nother Spidey Just because like for one, not doing the King Conqueror thing anymore, so it'll probably just be more that. It's just like when you take Spidey out the city, it's like dang, he can't really do what he do. You know, like he's been off planet before, but it's like unless it's just rocks and stuff floating around, he got stuff to swing on. It's just
Yeah,
like
so that was my only like question for you
yeah,
is, do you think this is the end credit scene was post Endgame
yeah.
or uh something happened during Endgame
In
that
Doomsday.
is it, during Doomsday,
Mm-hmm.
where is Spidey in space, or is there something that created another Spidey? Like there's two
Mm-hmm.
Spideys. Like what could it potentially mean? Um, that just theories.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be the same Spidey, but maybe they sneak some Venom in there. I don't know somehow, some way, because it's space, you know, and Venom's an alien. So I think that would be cool. But I don't know. I just kind of at this point with Marvel, I don't really got no expectations, bro, because they just be selling, bro. They be selling
What?
on
They
good
just
stuff.
delivered though.
No, but they be selling on stuff that we won't.
Oh yeah,
And
and
I'm
I
just like, I don't want to get my hopes up anymore. I'm just kind of in the place where I'm just like, all right, what we get is what you're gonna get. So I'm just trying to take it for what it is, kind of a thing. You know, not to be a Debbie Downer, but you know what I'm saying. That's just kind of where I'm at with Marvel at this point.
yeah.
You know.
And another theory was we talked about it. Peter just dealing with his arachnid hormones going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Peter eventually moves off from uh his canisters to a spider that the Spidey version where he can shoot it out
Yeah,
his
naturally.
hand
Yeah.
naturally. Uh there's theories going on that the whole time during the movie that was actually Venom had already infected him and
Mm-hmm.
then that was causing the mutation. Did you feel that way at all during the movie? Did you feel like that could possibly be something, or this was just a natural mutation, natural changing of things?
Nah, I feel like the gear was holding him back, bro. You know, because if it was a Venom thing, we would have got something in the uh Venom movies outside of
You
him
did.
just like licking the TV screen. You know,
No, remember Venom dropped off a piece of himself in New York?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that, bro. When did that happen?
Oh
In the
man.
last movie?
At one point, I think it was Doctor Strange. Something happened where
You
after the
sure that
spell,
wasn't the animated?
yeah, no.
Okay.
Uh, he got teleported to New York for like 1 second, then he got teleported back
Oh, I do
to,
remember that. And he was like, "What the heck happened?"
and just one little small piece of
Oh,
Venom got left, and they
oh
never
okay.
followed up on. And that
Yeah.
was the theory of like, oh, this is how Marvel's is claiming like, oh, we can
Hmm.
get a Venom in here now, because they didn't want to do the whole storyline again of Venom
Yeah.
falling from the sky and then infecting
Yeah.
Spidey. It's like we done seen that. So people were theorizing after it. When I was
I
watching,
wouldn't
I
be
personally
mad.
didn't feel that way,
Yeah.
but
I don't feel like that
it
way
kind of
either.
did make sense.
Yeah. I get because like like I like the man spider thing theory better than um Venom just because of all of the like the actual maturing of a spider aspects of the movie that they was like added into there when we actually saw a spider molt on TV. He was like, turn that off, like you know. So you know if he's reaching the peak of his getting into that peak of his life essentially, because he probably never loses it, but like going turn into a grown man. I like that the idea of like him being in like a web outside of his house, going through that change, um,
Yeah.
being more so linked to something more natural than a foreign species entering. So I mean, I feel like if they really wanted that to be it, they would have made a point to have shown that. You know. Now,
Yeah,
if
and
it happens, in Doomsday, where it finally catches up with them, because it's like, you know how they talk about like the death snail or whatever, like where it's like there's a snail that's like always chasing after you,
oh,
and
okay.
like you can run for it forever, but eventually it's going to catch you. It's just like you're gonna be living life one day. It's gonna be boop, it's right there, and then you go, something like that. If it's like that kind of scenario, then maybe, but I don't know. Like it's too early to tell. But I
Yeah,
like the
I feel
theory.
like it's good. It's a good like slow feed, like
It's the brain moving.
because it just happened. Like boom, his eyes went wide, and it was like, "What's
Yeah,
going on?"
yeah,
What?
yeah.
And there was like that whole theory. Not to
If he
get
had
too
grew
deep,
hair, that would have been like, oh, it's not Venom. But he didn't grow hair. He just got stronger. Like he got everything but the suit,
but there
essentially.
was this.
Like the
I
aggression
did
and stuff.
see this. I didn't come up with it, y'all. So I'm not this
Hmm.
big brainiac. Um, the reason why, um, uh, geez, what's her name? Jean Grey couldn't get into his mind was because he had already been
Already had
infected,
somebody
and
in there.
Venom already had all like the knowledge of the universe. So as soon as they try to get through like his mind, it's
Hmm.
kind of like hit the Venom portion is already like has that capable defenses to stop some uh mind attacks because Peter never dealt with it anyway. And to be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just your spidey sense stopping it. People are like, that's kind of convenient way to
I
randomly
feel
run into
like,
a person that can
yeah.
stop telekinesis. Like,
I feel like the Spidey sense makes more sense than Venom because anytime Venom has an issue, it has something to do with something happening in the brain. Where it's like they going crazy like that, they holding their head because of the vibrations or sonic waves or something like that. Where it's like
yeah,
if it's
that would be
telekinesis, I feel like Jean Grey would easily be Venom in that sense. It's just getting the brain now. Like as far as like controlling
yeah,
people, that's different. But I'm saying like
yeah.
if you just wanted to reduce Venom to not even be able to form up, then I don't know. Cause
Yeah, so people were just saying like saying it's his Spidey sense is just a very easy. Like you can't get into Spider-Man's head because he has Spidey sense.
mm-hmm,
Like that's gonna work regardless. But it was
yeah.
like it's a very convenient thing that boom, the one person I can't get in is just because of Spidey sense. But he does develop quote unquote Spidey sense in this movie where it
Well,
gets stronger, so it does work.
AI said Spider-Man can be hypnotized.
Well,
So,
I'm staying away from that because they got the answers. But
no, they said the Foreigner got him before. Remember the Foreigner from the call movie? I think that was Sabretooth.
it,
That was a
it was just
Sabretooth
a
movie.
theory. Like that's how Peter was already helped because he already was developing the black eye thing, and
Yeah.
uh,
See, what I
it's
liked
a nice
about that
little
though,
slow.
yeah. Side note though, but what I liked about that aspect of it is like how it went from him being a workaholic in a sense of like him having like the migraines and thinking it's because he's working too hard to it being like a physical change, like his body is telling it, like because when the police officer was like, um shout out to she's in the bear too, yeah, Lisa Cologne, I don't know how to say her name, but Lisa, um she was like, your body trying to tell you something, and then he kept doing the little thing in his wrist. He's like, what is that, so I feel like and I forgot how Venom shoots webs. And I don't think it's like
He,
that. He
yeah,
don't.
he just swings like his arm thing like just
He just
comes out.
reaches out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
he
people
don't
are
even
just saying
use
like it's
webs. So it's like I don't think it's him. So I see
yeah.
that.
People are just saying
Yeah.
like it is very convenient that his eyes happen to go full black,
Mm-hmm.
and then he matures. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I just think that has more to do with spider eyes being all blacked out like that than because
true.
if we look at man spider, his eyes are full black, right? Thinking about the car on ice, his eyes is red, but they fully colored though. I don't know.
I think people are just reaching
Semantics.
because it's fully black eyes, and it's
Yeah.
like, that's interesting that we're just now, and it kind of coincides with the whole spell thing. Then Venom comes down. It people are just reaching with full black eyes. He gets stronger. He gets aggressive, and it's
Yeah.
like if Venom's slowly there, then once he gets this power up, he can get the full black suit in a Avengers movie in the future that helps him.
Because he was
'Cause it's
supposed to
like,
get it in the Nick Fury joint, Secret Invasion. That's when he's supposed to get the suit. But because that show was the show, it don't hit this, it didn't hit that same way. As far as like they didn't dive into that, they just focused mainly on the Skrulls more so than everybody else in the incursions and stuff.
Theory. I'm not too.
I'm with you.
I'm not too like, oh yeah, I believe that one. I just thought, oh wow, people really were thinking that hard in the movie.
Yeah.
I was just like, uh-oh.
No, I mean it was like a quick thought. It was a quick thought when we saw the black eyes, but I was like, that don't really make sense. And then once we saw him in the web later on that night, I was like, okay, now that makes a little bit more sense. Because if it was Venom, it would have been like he would have been going out for a stroll type of beat, more so than like him like losing time, because that's something that happens all the time with Venom as well in different iterations. So it would have been cool, but I think it's a little bit of a reach for me at least.
And the final thing was just Peter technically inventing the inhibitor, which will definitely be used in the future for all of the X-Men stuff, all of the future bad things that are going to happen in New York City. And just having Peter be a part of that just sucked. I was like, dang.
He always doing something though. Like he always creating something on accident. You know?
But and this movie also serves as a good point of Magneto versus Professor X, because it's kind of the two sides. Like Peter is trying to contain himself and he thinks he's doing the right thing. And also
Bruce Banner.
Bruce is kind of telling him like it kind of feels like you're just holding something back that's supposed to be, and it's just such a big
rich coming from him.
It's just a big point of the X-Men, and it has always been like like what is a mutant. And even what's her name, Jean Grey's character, she said that her and her sister got kicked out for being different, and it's just like that's the start of it. That's the start of it. And
plenty of keywords in that joint. My thing was more so the idea of it being like him going to Bruce Banner about it, because it's like, for me, the whole issue with the Hulk is that like we never get to see the Hulk be the Hulk, and for him to say like it feels like more so you're getting rid of something that's natural or part of nature. I'm like, why would you even say that when you're sitting here with the thing on your wrist? Like it just makes me not like Hulk even more at this point.
I mean, I feel like you hate.
But like, I like when we got to see him become like the real Hulk this time. I was like, yeah, that's what the Hulk supposed to be like, And he did he did everything I wanted him to do. He did the clap, he did the jumps, he was just stronger than the whole building, everything like that. That was cool. It was better than what I was expecting from like the trailer. Didn't have me hyped for the Hulk at all, but I feel like we got what we needed from him. But that whole conversation felt a little bit unnecessary. because it's like
I
you could
think
have
the
came
Hulk
to
was
him
saying
as
mine is targeted for like gamma radiation, like
yeah,
because he views the Hulk as an unstoppable being, like
right.
nothing can destroy this thing. While Spider-Man is literally just inhibiting powers, which
He's
Hulk
just
is like,
looking for a fix, quick fix.
no, he was looking for a universal fix. Like anybody who would show the slightest change in mRNA that would trigger a power or a yeah, just a power on the DNA level, it would get inhibited. Which the Hulk
Well,
was viewing like,
yeah.
whoa, that's kind of like uh you stopping evolution essentially, just
See, I
wiped
didn't.
out the planet.
Yeah, I didn't take it that way because he didn't want to get rid of all of his powers. He just wanted to be able to manage it. And for the task that he had at hand, he didn't necessarily want to. This might be me reaching, but in my brain, he didn't necessarily want to be trying to figure stuff out while this imminent threat is happening right now. So to me, the inhibitor was a quick fix because it was get him back to base levels. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to completely get rid of it versus when he transferred it over to Jean, that's when it was like,
that was the issue.
yeah, but that's when it was like, oh, okay, I need to be able to get rid of all her powers right now. I was just saying that wasn't the initial, to me, it wasn't the initial purpose of the thing. You get what I'm saying? Like 1 + 1 = 2 in the scenario of what you're saying. Like I get that, but what I'm saying is before that happened, it was just supposed to be like a quick fix just to get him back to being able to do what he needed to do. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because really, it was more so like
within that same conversation, he said the same thing, and that's when Bruce Banner took like not offense, but it was like you're barking up a dangerous tree. But Peter took it as this could help me beat the bad guys. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, when I said like when I was talking about pointless conversation, I was talking more so like him coming to him as Peter versus him just being Spider-Man. Because he knows Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like in the games, he would have just went there as Spider-Man and just been like, yo, you got this technology. And they could like just get right to it. They don't have to play this game of like, who are you? What are you really studying? You're not one of my students here. Da 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it felt like, I see what you're doing here, but this is like, we forcing the Peter right now. When it's like, we don't got time to be Peter right now. We need to be Spidey. You know? Like, I feel like they could have jumped through a lot less hoops if he had just popped up on him. Because even if he had just followed him home, or like talked to him at after hours and office hours or something like that at night or something, then it could have been like easy peasy lemon squeezy. But you know, then we wouldn't have the setup of the whole him being like, or not even the setup, but like the for Jean Grey to get the idea to go get the Hulk to go take the door down, maybe if he had never went to go talk to him. But I don't know.
I mean,
like
I don't think
the silence making the saxophones be like, man, what are you talking about? You ain't saying nothing, so I'm just like, maybe I'm tripping.
like to me, I think Peter's just trying to be in incognito when asking those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think the Bruce Banner gets that question and then just immediately thinks, so you're Spider-Man. Like, and if it is Spider-Man, I don't know if Bruce Banner would answer the question like so bluntly. Like, bro, you trying to
like if you're asking those kind of questions, I'm concerned as a Hulk, as the Hulk, as Professor Hulk, more so than like you come to me after hours as Spider-Man and we could just get right to it, pop up at my lab. I got a lab somewhere. You know I got one. You know what I'm saying? We can get this giant going, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But
yeah, but he wouldn't do that. I at least based on their talk from that, like the Hulk wasn't.
Oh, you're saying
on
the Hulk
Hulk
wouldn't want? He wouldn't want Spider-Man to make the thing, so he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would
Okay,
have been
I get what
more
you're saying.
on guard of.
I guess
Okay,
it do make more
Spider-Man's
sense
trying
doing it
to,
that way then. Yeah, because if the whole
like,
point is for him to shoot him down
yeah,
about the
but
idea, why does he need to be Spider-Man to do it? I guess that makes sense.
yeah, and it's like you're clearly giving a hint that you're not a
I'm
student,
somebody. Yeah.
somebody, and yeah, I can make the jump. Like you're Spider-Man, but it's like you could be literally like any superhero at this day and age. Like
Yeah, but it's just like he's asking dangerous questions as a regular person,
which he presents back to him like that's a dangerous road you're going down. Like
yeah,
I hope you don't do it. And now
that just makes me not like Bruce Banner even more.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those conversations are the X-Men conversations. Like that's like the whole
I get you.
genre of X-Men. One side being pro limiting. You know, we got to be able. If we have powers, maybe we can hold back just a little bit. Versus, you should be able to express it completely, and then
a little
just
bit
see
of propaganda.
Yeah, and see the Hulk's perspective on it is maybe it is too much to.
Trust me, I get it.
A universal one, but like you said, the Hulk clearly has a Spidey version of limit. If you want to limit your own that you deem too dangerous, maybe that's good. But overall, the universal.
If you want to start mass producing them, then it's like okay, now you might have a problem.
Yeah, like on a DNA level, maybe this is like it's not targeting a specific power; it's just targeting humans' DNA, where it's like, ooh.
Yeah, because I guess it is, like you're saying, like with Bruce Banner, his is radiation. It's a little bit different than quote unquote DNA, but more of like a spiking than
like Peter went from spiking the arachnid protein to DNA. Like
what was on that TRT? It's like no.
yeah.
Except he wasn't losing hair.
I'm glad you kind of like the Hulk though in this movie, because me personally, I did feel like they did the Hulk dirty again and just said, "Hey, we need another scene where you going crazy and a nice cool fight scene, and we'll see you later, Hulk." Like bye.
But that's the nature of the game with them, because ever since you said, I feel like ever since you said that, how many different ways can we show the Hulk going crazy? It never escaped my brain after that. Because before then, I was just enjoying it. Like, I was just enjoying seeing it. But now I can't unsee it.
Like, this one was, I'm even buffer. I was like, bro.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't know you could get that big. Like, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
Like, the Hulk fell out the building from the rocks on his back.
Now, what fried me, though, is when he woke up as Bruce Banner. He was like, I didn't hurt anyone, did I? I didn't hurt anyone. Man, get in the van, bro. You done. You probably wasn't even supposed to have those lines. You know, he snuck those in there. Get a little bit extra cheddar. But, yeah, I enjoyed the Hulk being the actual Hulk in that joint. And it was also funny seeing Frank and Spider-Man going crazy as well. But yeah. There's still so much that we ain't even talking about. But it's like, you gotta see the movie, bro.
I kind of feel like some of the stuff just helps out the movie.
So. For sure. How'd you feel about the jokes?
Not as Marvel-y, so I thought they were good.
Okay.
Like, I felt like it was a good blend that they didn't have any jokes that made me just be like, yeah, that was some kiddie stuff. That was some Disney Plus right there.
Yeah.
And I think that'll help the movie as it ages.
And the
well, I will say Lawrence Pugh's character.
Lawrence Pugh, yeah. Yelena.
That was one where, you know, maybe it was a little too much, and they're definitely trying to set her up to be like Like, I just didn't like the whole, like, you deal with small potatoes, Spider-Man, and I deal with big potatoes. I'm like, bro, you ain't even done
You don't got to
nothing.
talk like that for real. Yeah. Now I
Yeah,
get you.
like we know what Spider-Man done been through,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of like you're trying to make her just seem like she's Captain America already, or she done
I didn't
saved
see
the.
it that way. I thought it was just more so she got information because I still don't view the New
Yeah, but it's
Avengers
like I
as
got
the New
information.
Avengers. I don't see him that way. I just feel like she's just in intelligence still, and she's able to figure some of that stuff out. But it's like it's not her. Come to my office. I like that part of it because it was just like that is a random thing. I did not expect to see her in there, and then for her to just like get all of her crazy strong accent parts into it, it's just funny to me. Like it's just like a easy
Like that
easy
was the
dub.
only like very Marvel-y scene that I
Mm-hmm.
felt. Oh, y'all try to throw some Marvel formula in that. So it was just
Yeah.
like I kind of feel like you're trying to make her even bigger than
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see in Doomsday how
I mean, just
important.
think about Natasha Romanoff, how big she was in the
But we done seen her in a lot like that. We've only
Captain
seen
America movies.
yeah, she's taken the mantle after Black Widow and then
Yeah, Spidey
New
is
Avengers.
Captain America. Because like if you think
Was
about
she
it,
Captain America?
huh?
Was she in Captain America?
Yeah, first Avenger, not first Avenger. The second movie. He was on Team Cap, bro. What are you talking about? Hmm?
No, Florence Pugh's character.
Oh no. I was talking about Natasha Romanoff.
Yeah, she was a main character, like she done been through. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that scene to me was just like, bruh, I need more equity in
But we
these
don't have a
movies.
lot to pull
Like
from.
that.
Is
That's
my
why I didn't
point.
like it.
Like, because if they're
It's like
gonna really,
you're trying to pull the card that I'm a big dog, and it's
but
like
what
I
she
don't believe
did,
you.
was it that marvelous like of a feat? Did she do
No,
anything that Nick Fury could do? So what's the issue? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, because
Nick Fury
Spider-Man always
literally
got a
runs.
contact somewhere. Spider-Man always has a contact somewhere from somebody. So
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. The way she was moving felt like she's giving Nick Fury. She's giving somebody that we done seen
but that's the
literally that
ego
had that
talking.
equity.
Because like to me, because like that's the problem with Spider-Man is like he's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? And they don't want to lose that aspect of it. So I feel like they re-emphasize it to explain why he's not in all these other scenarios. It's
Yeah,
like forgive me for the pun, it's like damage control. Spider-Man can't be everywhere, right? So if he needs a
yeah,
little bit of help, a little bit of information, who's somebody that can get that to him? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, boom. You know, because there's no Agents of
yeah,
Shield anymore. There's
yeah.
no
All I'm saying
like,
is they make her seem way more
man, stop
important,
hating on
and we
Florence,
ain't
bro.
never
Stop
seen
hating on
nothing yet.
Florence, bro. Sorry,
Like
bro.
it's
Let me
like we
stop.
just got your movie, and y'all just
Yeah.
became the new Avengers. 4 years later, I'm a big dog. I've been doing moves out here left and right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no one knows this. No one knows
No
anything
one's
that you.
knowing else what else you've done. I get you. I get you.
Yeah, so it's like going into Doomsday. Clearly, they should have been moving in a way that's like, oh yeah, they're big dogs, intelligent agency. So just to see it in Spider-Man, I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, this is some Marvel-y, like, hey, no, she's really important now. Like she calling the shots. It's like, you gotta show me, bro. You just gotta show me. You can't just be. I'm chilling in the pool. I'm a big dog. You Spider-Man, deal with
I'm a
these small.
big dog.
Yeah.
Small potatoes. I just thought it was funny, bro. That was a good pun. Okay. I hate the Hulk. Chris hates Black Widow. Got you.
Mm.
It's like,
No.
is there anything else? I don't know, bro. Oh yeah, that's really it. Oh, this is the other thing too. Now that we've gotten last thing about this movie, The Hand was
Man.
like the specialty fighters in this joint as far as the cinematography or as far as the choreography goes in the fights. We already talked about how good the fights are in and of itself, but I'm assuming now that I gotta watch Punisher, new Punisher show, that they're probably gonna be in that show. That's why they was seamless, because that surprised me about the Damage Control, was like how easily they was able to integrate the Hand into the whole organization, when usually, like, before this, the Hand was in the Defenders universe, because that's what the whole Netflix thing was the Defenders, where it was Luke Cage, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones.
Start on Netflix?
Say again?
The Punisher didn't start on Netflix?
It did.
Oh.
It did. I'm saying the Hand was like the big organization in the Defenders universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So them popping up in this movie surprised me. So what I'm saying is there's probably a connection with the Punisher movie or the Punisher series that I have not seen yet, because they're not in Daredevil either. So it would make sense that they will pop up there. And now I also got to watch Jessica Jones, because Luke Cage is back too. But at what capacity, I don't know, because where he been at, I don't know. I ain't watch after they did my Netflix series dirty, bro. So, you know. I feel like we covered it, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like we did what we had to do. Movie was 2.5 hours. We went an hour and a half. Did you feel like the movie was long? Last question.
No.
Okay.
No, I thought it was good. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah. I thought the movie was actually longer than it was.
I enjoyed every minute, so I didn't feel long to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. What are you giving Spider-Man Brand New Day out of 10, bro?
It's a tough one, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it?
I think so. Deep down, I want to give it a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like deep down, I think it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the best Spider-Man movies I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Deep down, I also feel like it doesn't quite reach the pinnacle of like a 10.
What would it did it for you?
Probably just like a better, like
a bigger villain,
a better ending villain type scene. Like it was just
Mm-hmm.
it was just more of a normal. We done seen this type of
talk no jutsu
story arc. Yeah, go down.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the movie's overall really, really, really great. Do I give it a 10? I'm gonna settle with the 9, bro. I'm gonna settle with the 9. I do think it's a must watch. I love the more realistic Spider-Man, more mature Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this one really is rewatchable. But you do lose something once you watch it the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks better. The fight scenes look better. Shout out to Marvel, and I do think that Spider-Man tier list is gonna be crazy after this movie drops, because I could see it being the best Spider-Man movie. Me personally, I gotta rewatch No Way Home again, because I do think that is the best Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Tom Holland has done his thing, and Toby gotta go. Toby gotta go.
Moving on up. I'm moving on there.
We'll see after No Way Home again.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the 9, but it's the strongest 9 possible. And this was a great time at the movies.
Yeah,
I loved every second. What would you give this one, G?
So we started off the pod with best ever.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to end the pod with best ever, bro. Still 10 out of 10 for me. I think, No Way Home saved Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay.
A Brand New Day revived that thing. Now I got to go rewatch the rest of them, because to me, before these last 2 movies, Tom Holland Spider-Man was weak, bruh. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, Mysterio and the Vulture is not even close to comparison Rogue Gallery as Toby. Andrew Garfield might have the most accurate, like, not even accurate, but like, what I want to say, like, closest version of Spider-Man that we had to the games. Where it's like he actually like be doing spider-like stuff in the movies. But Tom Holland just looked the most like a young Peter Parker. You know? And now he growing up. He in the Odyssey. So he's Spider-Man for real now. You know? And I just really enjoyed the approach in this movie. And I feel like they just didn't take the easy way out. Because the easy way out would have you feeling all goo goo gaga inside and just happy because Spidey gets to be happy. But, you know, real life is not like that. You got to work towards it. You know what I'm saying? Don't happen right away. So I appreciate it. I think it has the best opening of pretty much any Spider-Man I've seen.
Definitely.
And it was better than what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like you said with the trailer didn't really do it for me. It was just more so like, yep, I'm going to go see Spider-Man this week, you know?
Yeah.
So I saw it. I was able to avoid all the spoilers, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
You know? I will say I was spoiled. Valkyrie.
Dang. Chopping block.
She was doing an interview on the carpet, and one of the, I think he was a songwriter, spoiled Jean Grey. So I was watching it, like, I didn't know until I saw the red hair, and I was like, ugh.
Dang.
Like, it's true.
Unsub.
At first, I was like, ooh, I do not know what's happening. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know how Jean
So it was for something completely different.
She asked the question kind of like, who's your favorite actor? And he said, what's her name? Sadie?
Sadie Sink, yeah.
Yeah, Sadie as Jean. I think it's gonna be really interesting if you want to call her a villain. And then
dang, he said all that.
Yeah, and then Valkyrie said, "Is that a spoiler?"
Yeah, because she didn't know.
It was like theories.
Wow.
Apparently, I kept away from everything. But bro, I opened my phone. I saw that one. I put it down. I said, "This is why I don't open my phone near a movie I want to see." You know.
The last thing I got spoiled on was Infinity War, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was Infinity War because it was like,
y'all not gonna catch me. Y'all not gonna catch me on the internet. I'm reading books. Books.
Yeah, like they was saying, like, I can't believe what happened to Spider-Man. And I was like, I plugged my ears right away. I said, oh no, no. Like we was downtown in the city, walking around, and it had just came out, and I didn't get a chance to see it yet. And
Thursday midnight, I'm in that theater.
I was like,
not playing with the internet.
Oh yeah, them seats was like, usually when I go see movies, like I can get the exact seat I want. This joint, I was like, damn, off to the side a little bit. I was still close to the middle, but I was a little closer than I wanted to be. But like, you know, I had to get the big screen for this joint. But still, that joint was lit though.
Yeah,
it was lit. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Chris, what you geeked about, bro?
Man, I'm geeked about Obsession. I'm gonna get to watch it this weekend. I did message you.
You gotta watch it on Paramount.
Yeah. I did message you. Should I watch Supergirl?
I did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because that was the other movie I was gonna watch right after, just to get some balance. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm gonna go with Masters of the Universe because that's on Amazon Prime.
What?
And I heard some
rocking with He-Man.
I'm not a He-Man
Skeletor?
fan. Yeah. It's just not my generation. I've seen some stuff on it, and it was just not. I don't know. It's not my vibe personally.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch that other joint I told you. The drama.
The drama. Yeah. You know what? That's going on the list. On the list.
What's funny too is not spoiling that really, but like, I think the wedding they crashed in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same location that the reception was.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna double
I could be
check.
wrong. But it was just like it looked very similar.
Hey, they could have. They
That'd
could
be
have recorded
crazy.
that scene real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got everything here. Let's throw a band.
Boom, bam, bop.
But no, I'm now I'm excited for those 3 movies. I'm heading off to Detroit. I'm gonna be on an airplane, so I'm gonna have some hours to kill at the
Oh yeah.
airport and the flight. So
8 Mile. Let me stop.
and the hotel. So, yeah, I'm just excited to kind of like catch up on some movies. Catch up. I'm not gonna watch shows.
Yeah.
Nah,
The Obsession. I wanted that Obsession to be on HBO, bro. Because I heard that joint is too good.
I know it's too popular, so the streaming is taking it off. So I'm gonna just pay for it and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much.
Oh yeah, probably could rent it.
Probably
could rent it. Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
I think the rent gives me like 24 hours to watch it, like anytime. And the last thing, Stefan Diggs is a commander.
Oh my gosh! Last Chance U.
That connection, the hometown hero coming back to catch touchdowns on the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, week after week. It's just gonna be too much. And you know what? We got that boy Ayuk. He's still in Virginia. Come on down. You know what I mean? We just gonna collect them all. We're just gonna collect them all. JD5 all day long. So we building. And I kind of feel like there's some jealousy going throughout the league because they saw the $12 million and just said, the Commanders? What? Come on, Diggs. So
you sure he had nowhere else to go?
Nah, he had options. He had options.
Because I heard, through the grapevine. I heard through the grapevine. His brother might be right along with him.
Oh, lockdown? Oh my gosh. I don't know if he's locked down no more.
Yeah. I mean, Stephon been holding up, but Commanders are definitely last chance you in the NFL now. 100%.
I beg JD5's mama, protect this man.
Did you see that video I sent you?
Keep him away. Oh, yeah.
Yo, people ain't got no chill, bro.
His mom's not going to play about Stefon Diggs trying to invite him out. Come to this party. Come to
come on
this
the boat.
DC spot.
Get on the boat. Yacht party.
No.
Yacht party. Nope. What's this pink residue?
Well, yeah, the radio was crazy. They was like, "Oh, I don't care about none of that stuff." I'm like, y'all always do this. Like, as soon as they're on your team, you don't care what anyone else. Ugh. But
they laughed it off, bruh.
I'm excited.
That owner laughed it off. Crazy. Okay.
I can dig it though. G, what you geeked about?
I might go see Spider-Man again, bro. I don't know.
I believe it.
Like, cause what even come out next week, bro, or this week? I can't even think of nothing.
It's a dark stretch for a while.
Yeah. So really, I got a lot of shows to catch up on. Now I'm excited to watch The Punisher. Now I know Spidey's about to be in it. At some point, but I'm in the middle of watching Baki. I'm in the middle of watching what's the other joint called? House of the Dragon. I finished that episode today, and now I can see a 4th season coming, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Could definitely see that happening at this point. Let me see. We'll come out on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bro. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
One night only. Super. Yeah, nah. I'm probably gonna go see Spider-Man again, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But outside of that, bro, really just trying to catch up on these shows. Some anime. I'm about to start Bleach again.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because I just never finished it, so I don't know nothing. I've been watching One Piece as usual. But I feel like Spider-Man was just like the big thing. You know, like outside of Doomsday, I don't really know what else is left to look forward to for the rest of the year. Outside of some of these shows and stuff like that, like I could still watch The Bear. Plenty of stuff on Hulu, plenty of stuff on watching on Disney Plus. I'm watching Testaments as well. There's just a lot of shows coming up, really. You know, and then the game. I've been playing it, but like I ain't streamed it. I'm trying to get back to my school before I can get back on a junk because it got fired. But first year at Temple, got a bowl game.
Nice.
Won a Heisman. You know what I'm saying?
What?
No defense. Don't gotta play defense. I can win a Heisman, bro. Easy.
That's
easy
crazy.
bowl. Easy bowl, bro. Well, I'm also not playing I'm not really playing nobody either. So, and I was surprised as anybody for him to win that joint. So right now, when I do play, next time I play, I put in offers for or interest in North Carolina. It's taking over as the head coach, and then OC at man, what was the school? It was it might have been an SEC school. I can't even think of that joint right now, bruh. But it was in a bigger conference though. I know that. Part of my brain, I can't even think. I don't even know. But we in between. We're in between seasons right now. So we're going into year 4 for that joint. So that'll be cool. And then yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Can't think of nothing else. You know? But hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already. And let us know.
Back in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yep. Because we'll be off next week. So see you in 2 weeks. Not next week. Alright, y'all. Peace.
Later, y'all.